Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is James. We are going to watch episode 25 of Frieren Beyond 36.
If my replica does have a mind, we'll find Adel, escort her here, and use hypnosis magic to penetrate my mental defenses.
Who is this?
Then she'll move into combat and kill me.
That's a little callous.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Dunst.
That's the... Where is the other one?
Where's Miss Adel?
We were attacked by Zenza's replica, and she took herself out of the competition.
I understand. And Mr. Bly?
I made it this far because he put himself between the monster and me.
Oh!
I can only hope he got out of here with his life.
Keep moving! Leave me!
Play! Are you? Oh my goodness, this is just intense.
I have some information.
Okay, say it.
Work together?
Oh!
That's what I've wanted since the beginning of this deal. Is there anyone who can treat this man?
I always carry a holy scripture. Simple healing spell won't be an issue.
Go ahead.
Well, that settles that. Copies don't have minds after all.
Correct. Miss Adel tried to hypnotize it, but discovered that while they can precisely mimic a mind's functions, the replicas do not possess minds of their own.
That makes our most painless strategy out of the question. I suppose we must adjust our plan accordingly.
Why talk of plans, Frieren? There is too much we don't know to take them any further. Before we continue, we need to know exactly what those replicas are and who created them. We cannot
We
defeat
need
them
to
if their
find
true
the
nature is a mystery.
imposter.
The most important thing we can learn is if these copies have any unique weaknesses. If that thing's as strong as Frieren, people will probably die. I'd happily take a hint.
I'm afraid I have no comment.
Figured as much.
You are not
They
helping.
don't have any weaknesses. The
There you
devils
are.
controlled by the Spiegel,
Abene
a
and
monster
Karne.
who's resided here since the mythical era.
Lafina.
How do you know that?
Courtesy of my eldest brother. He was in the advance party that the Continental Magic Association sent into the tomb.
Oh wow.
Sounds to me like you girls had a leg up. That explains how you lasted this long. However, you made a childish misstep. You should have worked with us. That information would have been more valuable in our hands.
I can't say you felt very approachable to us at the time.
Us Frieren and Fern raced right in before we had the chance to team up.
Have you seen yourself? I don't trust a middle-aged egoist like you. Anybody would doubt your motives.
He really doesn't like you, huh?
While
Yeah.
middle-aged is technically true, there's something about having it thrown in your face that stings.
Don't you think you should apologize to him?
I'm very sorry, Pops. According to the advance party's observation reports, the Spiegel is close. It's locked in the treasure room, just on the other side of that hall.
Okay.
The monster itself is weak and has no way of attacking us directly.
Okay, good.
Once we defeat it, all the replicas will cease to be.
Okay, good.
That aligns with what our mana detection has revealed. Which brings us back to the issue of the door. It's shut fast with an incredible sealing spell, mightier than most I've seen.
I can confirm the seal is quite the puzzle, and almost certainly my replica's work. It's a spell that shuts the door of a treasure vault at the risk of your life. One of the highest rated sealing spells in the world of folk magic. That door will not open until the caster is dead.
Oh whoa.
The simplest option would be to ignore the door and break down the wall, but I have to assume they accounted for that.
I'm more concerned with the overpowered doppelganger that still stands between us and the Spiegel.
If we want a fair shot at it, we should hurry.
And why might that be?
As you've witnessed, the Spiegel guards itself by creating copies of those within the dungeon. As time passes by, they slowly begin to trickle down to the bottom of the labyrinth to protect it.
Oh my
Aside from my
goodness.
brother's unit, most of the advance party died, many in this exact spot.
Oh.
They died with victory in sight, just before they reached the bottom.
Okay. Let's do this barrel.
Valuable information.
Excuse me. Replicas mimic the functions of the original's mind very closely, yes? That means the flesh and blood's vulnerabilities should show up in their double.
I would think so.
If that much is true, we may have a real chance.
And just what flaw are you thinking of?
Mistress Frieren, I need you to stand by that wall for a moment, please.
Okay.
Sure.
What? Wait, what? Oh, okay.
Can't be.
Incredible. I can't believe my eyes.
Did everyone notice? What are we looking at?
Oh my goodness.
I didn't think it existed. This is Frieren's fatal vulnerability. How did I let this slip past me when we battled before? My preconceptions about how an experienced mage should be blinded me to the truth.
You girls are confused.
Her mana detection is interrupted for a fraction of a second.
But isn't that a common mistake made by apprentice mages?
I have never been very good about it.
You were aware of this. Why didn't you bother mentioning it?
It's mortifying, to say the least.
It's not the time to be embarrassed.
Still, though, she's highly skilled in every other area you can imagine, and I doubt there are many mages who could exploit that vulnerability.
In any case, let's discuss our strategy.
My goodness, the girls, stop it.
Mistress Frieren, you seem to be enjoying yourself.
Jeez. What is this? Dragon? What is this?
Let's go over it once
Oh,
more.
this is the pass. Oh, okay. Thank
Ryzen will draw the
goodness.
enemy his way, and I'll attack from the flank. Then you come in with supporting fire.
And Heiter?
He gets the day off.
Oh my goodness. He's sleepy.
He's dead.
Uh-oh. Behind you. Good job, Frieren. Good job. Oh my goodness. Actor.
This meeting, it reminds me of the many whispers my party exchanged in dungeons.
Okay, it's time to fight. Here we go.
Now, we'll let our plan speak for itself.
Do you think we can win?
Don't
Yes.
you worry. There doesn't exist a dungeon that can't be conquered. And as I'm the mage of the party that cleared more dungeons than any other in history, I'm an authority on the matter.
Are you too sure you don't need any help fighting Frieren's replica? We're all ready and more than willing to join the fray.
Yes,
The
please.
fewer of us there are inside, the easier it will be to predict its movements. If we all entered the battle at once, our victory
Okay.
would be nearly
You
guaranteed.
guys are going
us
separately.
would
Well,
die in the
the two
process.
of you are going
I
inside.
doubt we would even have the time to use our escape golems.
You need us here. Without anyone to slow down the replicas as they make their way to the bottom.
Oh
we'll
yeah,
quickly outnumber
right. About that. Uh-oh. They're coming.
If they surround us, nobody will make it out of this dungeon alive. Follow our plan closely.
We will. Good luck in there.
Good luck.
Open the door.
Okay, Frieren and Fern versus Frieren, the replica, the copycat, whatever you want to call her. Be careful.
Now then, who in this test would each of you be the most concerned to meet on a battlefield?
What? Oh, great. 2 versus 1. Come on, you got this. It's so weird to fight each other. The copycat versus the real life. Okay, here we go. Same power.
Udrajim.
What? Okay, Fern, be careful.
Behaving just like Mistress Frieren predicted.
Yes, they are the same people. Oh wow. Whoa. Oh, be careful.
Folzanbel.
What did you just say? What
My
word is that?
detection broke off. My double would be on the lookout for Fern, who took that opportunity to hide. But its hands are full dealing with the equally matched opponent before it. It can't
Oh, wow.
afford to think about Fern. After all, no one knows better than I do how frightening I can be.
Oh.
You'll be all right. Even I can't detect you easily. In the heat of battle, my copy won't have a chance.
Once I'm hidden and able to land a solid attack, you're sure it should be Zoltrak?
It's the quickest spell, therefore the best we've got. Besides that, for us elves, Zoltrak's only been in the picture for a
Zoltrak.
relatively short time. We haven't been around the spell long enough to reflexively defend against it. That's not to say it'll stop us dead in our tracks. It takes only a moment for us to respond. The time we spend thinking causes a delay. You're different, though. Zoltrak has existed since you were born. To you, it's
Yes.
something that has always been. A fundamental part of magehood engraved into your very being. I have no doubt that your Zoltrak can kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Kill it with
Yes.
every last drop of mana you've got.
Okay. Frieren and Siri.
I was under the impression that you didn't like me. I'm surprised to see you in this place. Honestly, I would have wagered you and I would never meet again.
The reason I'm here is to deliver my master's will.
50 years have passed. Of course, so Flama has died.
Yeah.
You're not sad?
I only trained the girl on a whim. It's practically a report.
What does it say?
The Emperor has authorized nationwide magical research at the advice of Flama. Until very recently, human societies have written magic off as the stuff of demons. Therefore, studying it openly was strictly forbidden. Flama encouraged him to change that. Before her death, she had been training a newly established unit she calls the Imperial Mages. And it says right here that she wants me to take it over for her. What a greedy woman she was. Receiving authorization to study magic is an enormous feat, but still she wants more.
Is what she did really so impressive?
She has filled the largest empire with a hunger. They want to study magic and even adopt the craft for military use. The neighboring nations are sure to respond. In a few short decades, magic will spread throughout the continent. We stand at the precipice of an era in which magic will be for all. Not long from now, humanity will acquire the strength to fight back against the Demon King and his forces.
Oh my, that is impressive. I see now.
Impressive.
Ah.
Indeed. However, that is not the future I want. Begone, Frieren. I cannot comply with this final request. I find it displeasing. An era in which anyone can use magic? Magic should be revered and respected. I refuse to teach anyone who lacks talent.
Oh.
How dare she send this to me? Llama and I never could understand each other. That's what I get. One student I trained on a whim.
She predicted this. My master warned me that you would probably get upset and tear her will to pieces. She wanted me to deliver this regardless. She said her dream came true. It didn't make much sense to me. Well, I'm going to leave now. Doubt we'll ever meet again.
Frieren, before you go, let's take a walk. Look at the two of us. We have all the time in the world. An era in which anyone can use magic. She had quite the dream. I doubt it was nobly dreamt. When she first pondered the idea, she wasn't considering security or self-defense, or the Demon King and his forces. Did she ever tell you what her favorite spell was? One that created a field of flowers.
Oh my, so cute.
She loved magic with the whole of her being. She genuinely wanted everyone in the world to experience it, even in its most frivolous forms. I found that repulsive. It sounded like the fanciful dream of a child, but no, it lasted all her years. I remember the first time she described this lofty aspiration. She was a girl, small in stature, but great in spirits. To be honest, I didn't think she would live to see such an era. I never would have guessed she'd bring it on herself. When I looked at her, I saw a life so short it was practically nothing. Yet in her time, she founded humanity's magic.
My master made decisions more quickly than carefully. She was always hurrying along to the next thing.
Humans have limited lifespans. They exist much closer to death than we do. Throughout our lives, we're all faced with a series of important decisions. But unlike you and I, humans cannot afford to delay them. If we don't have an answer, we can take a century or two to find one. We can ignore our decisions for a millennium if we so choose. We hardly have lifespans. They're more like eternities. It took humanity countless centuries and seas of sweat and blood to build the civilization they have now. From this point forward, their progress will only accelerate. A mere 1,000 years, that is when the era of humans will arrive. They will surely overtake us. So don't neglect your training, Frieren.
Oh my goodness.
For if anyone cuts your long life short, it will be the Demon King himself. Or it will be a human mage.
That excites me, Deria. Everything we've known, the entire world of magic and mages, is about to be born anew.
Oh ho 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 ho. Back to the present time. Go kill Frieren, the replica. Is she dead? Good job, Fern.